I'm Kevin Prather, and I'm the lead farmer with Springfield Community Gardens. I've been farming for about 6 years, and that started 6 years ago just volunteering at a local farm. And I did it one time, fell in love with it. I kept going back a couple times a week for months and months, and then I was like, yo, you guys have to let me live here and work. I can't imagine doing anything but this. Ultimately, I found myself at Springfield Community Gardens because I loved their vision where everybody has access to local healthy food. The goal of this farm incubator project is to fill this town with small-scale organic produce. And in order to do that, we need to be able to train people so that they know how. Typically, a farm incubator is a plot of land that is owned by somebody else, that somebody uses to make their mistakes, to grow and learn as a farmer, kind of on their own. In our context, our farm incubation program, we're all kind of in it together. We have well-run sites with assistants, interns, apprentices, and myself, and so we're all sort of learning and growing together. You have the opportunity to learn from mistakes that other people made instead of making them yourself. So if we're all in this together at different levels of experience, people that have more experience, they can reach down and help somebody else. But even as somebody farming for 6 years, I learned something new about farming from somebody who's been doing it for like a month. A farm incubator is really important because if our goal is to fill the city with more farms, you need to have people staffing those farms. So our goal is to create more farmers so that they can put farms all over the city, but in particular in areas of the city that are currently food deserts, where most people are like getting their food at come and go because that's all they have access to. Right now we have 4 sites for our farm incubator program. The first and the oldest is the market garden here at the Fairbanks. That is primarily vegetable production. The second one would be Hazel Pine Farm. That's south of town, and that's more of a kind of a homesteading model where, of course, we're focusing on high-quality vegetable production, but we're also doing things like rain catchment, chickens. We have some meat rabbits that we're planning on here soon. We have a 9-fruit tree guild food forest in the back, so there's some more permaculture elements there. Then we have the East Stanford Farm. That one is being developed primarily for the Burmese population that have a community garden there. So that's going to focus on produce that isn't maybe typically what we would see in our grocery stores here, but is grown for that population, and we expect to learn a lot from them about those produce pieces. And then the last one is the Cox Garden, which is going to be the largest for sure. And the goal there is to eventually run a CSA. Out of it, we'll be bringing in produce from other growers that we know and trust as well, and just try to pump that hospital full of really good produce. This is a problem-solving based hands-on apprenticeship. But in addition to that, we have almost weekly workshops that are free to the public, but also for the people participating, that hit all of the topics that we believe you need to have some sort of mastery of in order to be a successful farmer. Some of the topics that we'll be covering would be farm safety, equipment maintenance, integrated pest management systems, holistic weed management systems, cover cropping, soil health, things like that. The main overarching theme is just going to be problem solving and critical thinking. So the goal is to solve a new problem, one that you didn't know exists or you haven't learned yet, by putting in all the inputs of stuff you do know to solve that new problem. The people that we're looking for this program would be people who love being outside in all conditions, who love working with their hands, who love learning, and who are interested in being a major part of our local food economy. If you're looking to apply, or even just ask some more questions about our program, feel free to drop us a line at springfieldcommunitygardens.org, or you can message us on Facebook or on our Instagram page.